Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Excuse this napkin. My name is Ashley. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers and anyone who is returning or just stopping by. Hi guys. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some fragrance mists that I have a very strong opinion about. I either really like them or I wish I liked them or they smell good on other people, whatever. I kind of like them, but I kind of don't. And they're still in my collection. I haven't returned them yet. Now, one of them I will say I am going to return when I get to the store, but the rest of them I think I'm going to keep because I really do like these fragrances. But let's just get into it. Okay, so boom, right out the gate, we're starting with Black Amethyst. Now, this one, you guys, very deep, dark, sultry, very rich, very warm, smooth, has like a creaminess to it. It's very floral, and as I'm describing this, there's a lot going on in this fragrance. And I feel like that's what puts me off of this scent is it's just a little bit too much for how hot it is right now. I really do feel like in the winter time this one won't be as bad. When I first smelled this one, when it was in store, part of the signature collection, I hated it. This was so gross. I also didn't like Little Black Party Dress, and my newfound love for Little Black Party Dress is exactly what made me want to revisit this. So I ordered it a few months ago, and I didn't think it was as bad as I did the first time I smelled it, but I just knew it was something I was going to have to work with, and I have so many things in my collection that I'm not really interested in keeping anything that I have to work with in order to make it wearable. But I'm going to keep this until the winter, and so I can really see if I like this or not. Now, what made me actually decide against returning this to the store was I went to the store and I smelled Black Orchid by Tom Ford, and that one really reminded me of the complete version of this. They definitely have the same vibe for sure, and that one scares me like in a way that I want to be scared, like through a cornfield on Halloween, going to a haunted house, like you want to be scared. Like that's how I feel when I smell Black Orchid by Tom Ford. It scares me, but like I want to be scared. So the notes to Black Amethyst are peony petals, sweet sandalwood, and patchouli and creamy amber. So yeah, very floral, very deep, dark, sultry, very mature. Not mature in like an old lady type of way, but just like very rich, warm, deep, dark, and sultry. This next one I also bought because I heard people saying that it smelled like Tom Ford. I think it's Eau de Soleil Blanc. And I recently smelled that one, and I definitely see the similarities between the two. That one just has more coconut in it. The notes to this one are neroli water and jasmine breeze. So this is very bright, very floral. It's kind of lemony to me, and on me it smells like lemon water, and I was very disappointed. I didn't want to keep it until I tried to give it to my fiance because he was like, you know what, I'm going to try it before you take it back. Okay. And he wore it and it smelled so good on him. I just decided to keep it because on him it smelled so good, and I just could not get rid of it because it smelled so good on him. I just don't understand why it smells like lemon water on me, but it smells like a doggone Tom Ford fragrance on him. So annoying. That leads me to my honorable mention. Cashmere Glow. Cashmere Glow smells good on my mother. Cashmere Glow smells good on my fiance. Cashmere Glow on me smells very outdated. It smells very retro. It reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana The One. This peachy, warm vanilla cashmere. Very feminine, slightly mature, kind of powdery. Cashmere Glow also smells like the more mature version of Whipped Vanilla Chiffon, which I love. I also have Dolce & Gabbana, the one, and I really like that one. But Cashmere Glow, for some reason, I think maybe it's the peach, it just doesn't really work for me, but it works on everyone else. But I don't have that one because I exchanged it. I took it back. So next up, we have Golden Sands. Solar Amber and Sea Salt. On the back, it says Warm Amber and Salty Air. Now, this one reminds me of like Estee Lauder, Clinique. It just smells like a department store. It's very beachy. It's very warm. It's very warm. It's very beachy. It reminds me of, what is the one from Bath and Body Works? Golden Sunflower, except Golden Sunflower is more floral and has vanilla in it. This one doesn't strike me as having vanilla in it. But I did not like this when I first smelled it. But my fiance liked it. He said it smelled very fresh and clean, so I decided not to take it back. I just let him have it. But I ordered Tom Ford White Suede, which is a fragrance I have been eyeing for about a year. I finally got it. I wore it, and immediately when I wore it, I thought, oh my God, this would go so good with Golden Sands. So I took it back, which he was totally fine with because he doesn't like the consistency of it anyway. It's just, you know, it's very watery. That's how Victoria's Secret lotions are. So I ended up taking it back, and now I like it, but only because I like to wear it with White Suede from Tom Ford. So next up we have the very famous Confetti Cake Pop. Confetti Cake Pop came out last year in like February maybe. And I did not like it when I first smelled it. It was very coconutty. I found it to be more coconutty than vanilla. And I bought it during semi-annual sale because I'm like, you know what, I'm going to bring it home. I'm going to try it out. And I like it better than I did last year. However, it's very strange to me. It just smells so weird. It just smells like sweet butter. Now, when I smell it, I'm like, ooh, yummy, because it smells like cake batter. You mix a cake, and before you bake it, that is what this smells like. But when I wear it, I'm like, I smell weird. I smell like sweet butter. I mean, like, Confetti Cake Pop is a gourmand, okay? If you like gourmands, Confetti Cake Pop, you should give a try too. The notes are, where are the notes? There's so much wording on the back. I don't know where the notes are. Creamy cake frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and vanilla bean. Now, what made me really like just say, forget it, I'm going to keep this, and I really, really, really want to try and work with this is, my son makes fun of me for this, but I drink banana milkshakes, okay? I drink banana milkshakes, and they taste like this smells. And so I cannot bear to part with Confetti Cake Pop because they just remind me of banana shakes. But I think I have a Hemp's banana and vanilla orchid body cream. I'm going to mix those together because I really feel like I would use Confetti Cake Pop up a lot if I mix those together, which I don't wear the Hemp's lotion all that much because it's super duper thick, but it's starting to, the weather's starting to get a little more mild, so maybe I'll actually be able to enjoy it now. So I'm just going to try those together because I really, really, really want to like this because it does smell really yummy to me, but it just doesn't smell like a fragrance. So I just can't make up my mind about that one. Okay, let's see where we're going next. Okay. Sensual Amber. I've mentioned Sensual Amber in a video before, and this is one that is definitely date night appropriate. It's very, well, not very grown, but it's definitely grown and kind of sexy. The notes are golden amber, wild berries, orange flower, lotus petals, and creamy sandalwood. Now, this is a very warm, creamy, smooth. It doesn't say musk, but I think this is a little musky. It's not as musky as what's the one from Victoria's Secret? Amber Romance. It's not as musky as Amber Romance, but it's definitely, I would say, just as creamy as Amber Romance, but maybe not as sweet, even though this is sweet. This is a sweet floral. It smells like orange cream. I like this one when I'm in the mood for it, but when I'm not in the mood for it, it just makes me sick. So that's another one that I love, but I hate at the same time. So next up, we have a classic scent from Bath and Body Works, and that's Warm Vanilla Sugar. Now, I have a whole video that is dedicated to an apology to Warm Vanilla Sugar, and I stand by that apology. I do like this. As a matter of fact, I wish you could see through this, because this is a little light. I feel like this is like halfway gone, but I don't know because I can't see through it. I hate packaging that I can't see how much I've used. But let's see if I can turn it this way. Yeah, you can turn it this way and see that it's like halfway gone. So the notes to Warm Vanilla Sugar are intoxicating vanilla, white orchid, sparkling sugar, fresh jasmine, creamy sandalwood. So the reason why this is on my I love this fragrance but I hate this fragrance is because she is like a girl who has a very high-pitched voice and she has no bass in it. She says nothing with her chest. I want a little more spice. I want a little more like woodiness to this. Like it says it has sandalwood. Yeah, this says there's sandalwood in here, and I can tell that there's sandalwood in here because this is a very smooth fragrance. I find that fragrances that have sandalwood in them, they tend to be very smooth. But like Warm Vanilla Sugar it's just, it's too easy. It's too like, there's just not enough oomph to her. So, but that's what bothers me about Warm Vanilla Sugar. But I feel like that's also what makes her so great and such a classic, is that she's so easy and she goes with absolutely anything. So any fragrance that you have and you're like, oh, I wish this had a little more sweetness to it, like Warm Vanilla Sugar would pair with it so very easily. So that's why she's a good fragrance, but like, I want her to do more. Like she's definitely a good mixer. If you are trying to get into mixing, you should definitely add Warm Vanilla Sugar to your fragrance wardrobe. And if you are sensitive to fragrances, if they make you nauseous, if they give you headaches, definitely Warm Vanilla Sugar is a good one to have because she is light enough that she is not offensive. She's a crowd pleaser. And like I said, she's just easy. Next up, we have Sunrise Woods. And this one, y'all look. I clearly am almost done with this. And I had to stop using it because I know this is going to smell so much better in the fall. But I actually don't wear this. I do not wear this fragrance because, and this is why it's on this list, because it smells like not much of anything. Like it doesn't smell like I'm wearing a fragrance. It more so smells like, I feel like a natural scent to me. Like I don't know, it just smells like you know how there are fragrances that just smell like your natural skin. Like this almost is like that for me. And I feel weird saying that because I'm like, if there's anyone out there who's like, ew, you smell like Sunrise Woods, like, yeah, I know, right? That's so weird. But like, as a room spray, this smells exactly like the notes. You shush. Don't tell me shush, girl. Creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, cozy cashmere. It's warm. It's smooth. The berries are so good and sweet. It comes, ouch. The berries are just so sweet in this when I use it as a couch spray or a room spray. But as you can see, I can't get enough of it as a room spray. Like, do they have this in a candle? Because this is really nice. But on me, it just smells like my natural scent. It smells like I took a shower, I went outside. I've been hanging out. I don't know, chopping trees down all day, being a little athletic. Maybe I got a little bit of sweat going on. So a little bit of my natural like musks and spices came through. And that's what this smells like when I wear it. But like I said, as a room spray, incredible. Nice and sweet and warm and cozy. So nice. Next up, we'll talk about, okay, Pinkberry Clouds. It's from the same collection, and this is a new scent. These two are new scents from the new fall collection. And the notes to Pinkberry Clouds are strawberry spun sugar, marshmallow fluff, and fresh air. And I smell all of those notes, except the fresh air is like a green kind of juniper type scent to me. And I want to like this so bad, but I just cannot. That greenness that's in here is very off-putting to me. It doesn't smell good on me. This is one of 2 fragrances that my fiance doesn't even like, and he thinks everything smells decent. He does not like this. I do not like this. I cannot wear this. I'm scared to even try it as a room spray, and there she goes. She's off. But yeah, I cannot even wear that use that as a room spray because I'm afraid of the greenness. Now the funny thing is, I don't have a problem with like pine scents or anything like that as candles and wall plug-ins. Right now I actually have white balsam and vanilla going in my kitchen, and it smells so incredibly good to me. But something about Pinkberry Clouds, I just cannot get jiggy with. I just cannot do it. Like Pinkberry Clouds, it just makes me so mad because I smell that like pink velvet cupcake. I smell that like boardwalk taffy-esque quality to it. I smell the marshmallow and the berries. I smell that. But that fresh air note just ruins it. So I'm just like wishing that I liked it, but I just don't. So next up we have 1,000 Wishes. Now this is one that I smelled for the first time, this time last year actually, and I immediately liked it. I thought it was very pretty, very girly, very feminine. It smelled like Victoria's Secret to me. This smells just like something Victoria's Secret would sell. The notes are pink prosecco, sparkling quince, crystal peonies, gilded amber, amaretto creme. And this is very sparkling, spicy, woody, and a little bit tart. Now, what I don't like about this fragrance that really makes this not wearable for me all the time. Now, I have been wearing this now that it's, it's been warm outside. But like in the fall and winter, I cannot wear this because it irritates my sinuses because it's way too tart and way too bright. Bright fragrances really aggravate me. They make me feel like I'm going to break a bottle upside somebody's head. Like they just hype me up so badly. Like they're just really cloying. And I know for a fact it's the peony, because peony I have a love-hate relationship with. I used to love peony. I used to love bright, happy, fruity florals. They're all I ever wanted to wear. But now that I'm older, I'm just like, I just cannot with the peony. It really is just like, get out of my nose and sit down. So I really like 1,000 Wishes. Very girly, very feminine. But that peony is just very, very like aggravating to me. Like, please stop. Which brings me to the next one, which is a Winterberry Wonder. I almost said 1,000 Wishes. Winterberry Wonder. Now, this is part of the winter line at Bath & Body Works. And the notes are Ruby Frost, Winterberry, Sparkling Cranberry, and Crystal Vanilla. Now, I bought this one because I instantly fell in love with it because I missed out on Pink Velvet Cupcake because it sold out way too quickly. So I went and got this one because it smelled like Pink Velvet Cupcake minus that fluffy marshmallow. And I have a little bit of a dent in this one, just a small one. But I don't have that big of a dent in this one because it's predominantly fruity, and I don't care for predominantly fruity fragrances for the reasons why I just explained about me not really caring too much for peony. They're very cloying. They just make me feel agitated, and a lot of fruit actually sours on my skin and makes me smell musty, but this one doesn't do that. But still, it's very bright and very fruity. So it is very strong to me. So I only need a couple sprays of this one because it's just cloying. It's just cloying. But she's very nice. She's pretty and she's bright. She smells like Jello, Kool-Aid. Smells like red Kool-Aid. Smells like Jello. Very nice for a fruity fragrance. But like I don't get much use out of her because she is so fruity. Okay, so these last two scents are actual EDPs. So this is Marfa from Memo Paris, and this is just a sample. That's the bottle. So you guys, this one right here, this is another reason why I'm so kind of annoyed that I really just can't get with Pinkberry Clouds, because this is creamy, this is sweet, it's kind of like planty, but it's green. It's such a weird smell to me, but it's like weird in like an intriguing kind of way. I really like this fragrance, and I think I'm going to get the full bottle because it's just very interesting to smell a lot of things and like collect a lot of things. Nothing is interesting to you, but this is so intriguing. I really want the full bottle of this. So I think the notes are on the inside. Oil of mandarin, orange blossom absolute, agave accord, tuberose absolute, oil of ylang ylang, oil of sandalwood, oil of cedar, vanilla seed, and white musk. This is, oh my gosh, I really like this. And I sprayed 2 sprays on me earlier so I can remember what this smelled like exactly, you guys. I keep getting whiffs of it. From 2 sprays, I keep getting whiffs of this. Like, definitely, I think this is a little expensive. I'm not sure how much it costs. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen. But like, I really like this. I think I'm going to get this. This is a very smooth fragrance. And I feel like the ylang ylang and maybe the mandarin make it a little bit bright. But it's not so bright that it's aggravating to me. But this made the list just because it's a weird scent. When I first sprayed this on myself, I was scared. I was like scared. Like, oh my gosh, this is weird. But I'm really like into it. Like, I want to smell weird now. So, because everything else is just starting to get boring, but like this is so interesting. So I think I might get this. So the next one I don't feel strange about anymore, but I wanted to add this to the list because this one I had to like ease myself into. This is Angel Muse. I bought this one because it's MJ here on YouTube. I'm really like intrigued by her fragrance taste. And everyone always goes on and on about how good this is. So just her talking about how like kind of scary this one was for her. She didn't like it. It was very like just very off-putting to her. It made me interested in smelling this. So I went to Marshall's. I saw it one day and I just grabbed it. And I opened the box and it smelled very, very, very heavily of patchouli. And immediately I was like, oh my gosh, it smells like a grandpa. Like I was afraid of it. I was like, I've made a horrible mistake. I should have listened. Why was I so curious? Curiosity killed the cat. Why did I do that? So I took it home and I'm like, forget it. I'm like, she said she wore it to sleep. So maybe I could just ease myself into it by wearing it to sleep. And that's what I did. And actually worked out for me. I still felt like it was a little masculine. It's very sharp, very citrusy. Because it was kind of mentholy, it was very soothing to my sinuses. But when I would wake up in the morning, it would smell like the hazelnut that everyone says that it smelled like. Because I didn't get that at first. It was just very sharp, very citrusy, and very patchouli heavy. But like in the dry down, that hazelnut is so delicious and gorgeous. And I just wore it like that. And I was very insecure about wearing it. So I would only wear it to sleep. But my son said that it smells like chocolate to him. He does not smell citrus or sharpness. He said it doesn't smell like a grandpa. My fiance says that it smells incredibly good to him. He smells sweetness. He does not smell the grandpa, heavy patchouli, very sharp citrus that I smelled when I smelled this at first. But now I'm so used to it and I cannot wait for the weather to cool down because I really like wearing this with my Bath and Body Works Gourmand fragrances. This is so good to me. This is such a nice heavy projector, long lasting. The hazelnut in here is so yummy and delicious, and honestly, I've gotten so used to it that I feel like I barely smell the patchouli anymore. Like I can smell the patchouli, but it's not bothersome to me in the slightest. I cannot wait until the weather cools down. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you made it this far, to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below any fragrances that you want to like so badly, but there's a part of you that just doesn't like them, or anything that grew on you. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.